Hey guys, it's ACairconditioner and welcome to welcome to the very first Honkai Starrail. Is it the very first? I think I will say the second Honkai Starrail live stream. But yeah, today's gonna be actually technically the second ever live stream for Starrail because we did 1.0 reaction and now this is for Starrail 1.1. The first ever, technically second ever patch, but technically the first ever patch update that is not the initial release. So this is fun. What do we know about this so far? Locha, not Locha story. The Xienzo Lawful story could come to a close in this update. It might move on to 1.2. The three new characters are Locha, Silver Wolf, and Yukong, I believe. And yeah, like so far so good. You know who my target. Who know you guys should know who my target is by this point. I think I made a pretty obvious one. Um, actually no, actually I haven't uploaded that part yet, so you guys will find out who my target is soon. But it's Locha, and I'll explain why later on, for obvious reasons. Probably like I've also explained in my Let's Play video that I'm going to upload soon. I need to start uploading my Let's Play stuff. But yeah, my target is Locha. And for people that are not does not know much about these characters, Soulwolf is obviously of the Nihility path, Quantum element, Lucha is the Abundance path, Imaginary element, and Yukong I believe is also the Imaginary element. Is of the Harmony path apparently, so she's support. So this is a very support heavy banner if I do say so myself. No matter which one you go for, Yukong's a 4-star, Lucha and so forth for 5 stars. Whichever one you go for, you're getting a good solid support character, and these are Quantum and Imaginary, the rarest elements in this game by far. As what's the only Imaginary character? And for Quantum is Chinchue and Sila. So yeah, these guys are absolutely needed, and I'm trying to talk as much as possible so I can stall because for some reason they're not showing me this live stream. They're really not showing me this live stream. Scott stream everybody. Uh yes, I am very excited. Even though I may not sound excited. The reason why I may not sound excited is because right now it's 4:30 in the morning. It's great, isn't it? I barely got sleep. Something else we can talk about is probably drip marketing actually, because I believe for drip marketing of 1.2 update, it is the characters Blade, 5-star Wind Element Destruction Path, Kafka, 5-star Lightning Element Nihility Path, I believe, and then Luca, a 4-star physical character of a mysterious path. I have no idea, unless you look at leaks. I actually maybe they didn't announce which path he is. Oh, he is. Oh, we do know he is at the Nihility path. Interesting. You can tell I'm switching this up as we go. This is a very scuffed reaction, guys. I love it. Don't you love it? But yeah, so we got Destruction and 2 Nihilities. Luca's a 4-star, by the way. And for people that doesn't know who Luca is, if I'm not showing the image on my screen right now, he is the boxing boy from the Insta Journey. I'll actually react to that as well if you guys want to take a look at that. I'll probably leave in the description below for you guys to witness my reaction. Okay, so this effect is possibly delayed, so I'll just cut off here, and I'll meet you guys back when I see the live stream itself. Just a little fun, but just treat this first 5 minutes like a little fun talk with you guys about upcoming stuff about Starrail. Okay? Okay. Alright, so I'm back. And guess what? So remember that 4:30 thing that we were gonna do? Yeah, it got pushed back to 8:30. So here I am now, literally like woke up early for nothing. But it's time. 1.1 Starrail live stream. Here we go.
In the last few days, our team has received some incredible intel from an anonymous
It's
source.
Albert.
A mysterious Stellaron burst has occurred aboard the Xianzhou La Fu. Today, we're lucky to have with us in the studio the La Fu Skyfaring Hell Master Madame Yukong, as well as Mr. La Cha, a traveling merchant currently staying on the ship.
Are they gonna voice act?
Madam Yukong, what's the latest on the Lafu situation?
Well, for the most part, the Stellaron crisis has been brought under control. We've evacuated affected areas, and life has returned to normal in the safe zones.
I see. Mr. Lacha, I hear you experienced the crisis firsthand. What was it like on the ground?
Well, I was trapped in the Law Fu's Cloudford Harbor at first. It was only thanks to the Cloud Knights and a fortuitous encounter with kindly strangers that I was able to escape.
It's like this is not even
unharmed.
it was supposed to be a stream, but
That's
they
the
just turned it into a
Xianzhou
video
Alliance.
instead.
I knew you guys
That's
had
kinda
everything
funny.
under control.
I should mention that over the course of this crisis, we've witnessed a lot of suspicious activity. We believe the
Also, the
infamous
voice
Stellaron
acting.
hunters are responsible.
They're
We
talking
have
as their
two
characters.
suspects in our custody, Blade and Kafka. Unfortunately, their accomplice is still on the loose.
Oh, you're talking about the hacker girl,
I think they
right?
both escaped.
Silverwolf? I heard she infiltrated the Xianzhou systems. They say she leaves behind a calling card.
Like this one.
Exactly, just like...
Hey, Silverwolf. Oh, it's time.
This place is different from the rest of the space station. We're on Genius Society turf. Alright, let's get going. We have to move quickly.
What?
Not what we're looking for. It's a bait signal.
Really? Here it is. That's how they're doing it. Okay.
You can challenge the space station. But challenge me? Good luck. Welcome to Billabong's History and Culture Museum.
So the museum is open.
As you can see, the interior looks brand new.
What's
But
that screw long?
we're in a bit of a bind. Our exhibit was stolen.
It is Screw'em.
Let me take a look. So these are the suspects.
Let's settle this.
Lord Shaw.
Enough talk. Have at
Yo, this music though. Okay. I'm gonna find you. Love
Never
for me.
let your guard down in front of your enemy.
Yukong. So no.
And now, young man,
Jingyu?
allow me to give you a dignified end.
First code. For Honda Stellar Jade. So that's how they're doing trailers. Okay, so no name card drops. So it's just a character reveal and then their actions, but no name card drops. Okay. So it's very Honkai-esque. It's very Honkai-esque with Genshin-esque, you know? But I like this. This is cool. And it seems Jingliu is gonna be involved in this. If people doesn't know who Jingliu is, the animation with Jingyun and where Jingyun actually quote unquote kills Jingliu. I forget what the animation is called named, but it's basically like the Final Lesson-esque style, basically. Oh, I Silverwolf.
Ooh, and whether or not your world has a day-night cycle. Good morning, good
What is it?
afternoon, and good evening.
A Flash, yeah, the
As
Flash
always,
animation
It's your host and good buddy Albert.
is that.
Welcome to the Honkai Starrail version 1.1 Galactic Roaming Special Program.
Hello, good to be here.
Today, we've invited
Oh, they
three
just gonna talk as
special
their
guests to be with
talk
us
as
on the
themselves now, or they're gonna
program.
talk as their characters.
Introducing
Hi guys, my name's Melissa Fun, and
Never mind.
I voice Silverwolf.
Hey folks, my name's Craig Lee Thomas and I voice La Cha.
Hi everyone, I'm Dawn M. Bennett, and I voice
Unfortunately,
Yukong.
pleasure
I know
to
also
have
I
you
know I
with
was
us.
kind of screaming
And
that
now,
if he was open
without
for a second, I'd
further
laugh
ado,
my ass off,
Let's
but
get straight
whatever.
to Honkai
He
Starrail
did- he stole
version
this.
1.1. What's new,
Hey,
Craig?
Craig
Judging
Thomas
from the trailer we
is doing
just
a
saw, it
fantastic
looks like
voice,
all
so
3
I'm
areas
happy.
got some updates. Herta Space Station, Belobog, and the Xianzhou Lafu.
I don't know if you noticed, but Silverwolf got the first bit of screen time. Just saying.
Speaking of Silverwolf, I hear our notorious Stellaron hunter is planning another visit to Genius Society territory soon. Let's take a close look at this little troublemaker.
Also, I've already
Yeah.
given the bare surface of what these characters are at the beginning. But we'll go more to it again here. Obviously. We've actually seen what Silverwood can do. We actually played this, I'm pretty sure. In the very, very beginning. So now we get to see her in full force.
If I'm not mistaken,
Silver Wolf,
the
5-star
first time
quantum
we saw
element and
this
a Hildy
mysterious
character.
girl
So
was
she's
back
known
at
for
the
being a
start of
damage
the
over
story.
time.
That's
And
right.
her
It's hard
CMBA
to
is
keep an air of
Chance
mystery
Hunter,
when
the
you're
same
first
BA as
one on the
Branya.
scene, but
So I'm
I
curious.
think she couldn't have timed it better.
I think you couldn't have timed that better.
So,
Bruh.
what role does Silverwolf have within the Stellaron Hunters?
she's a super hacker, essentially. Lots of
Sorry
technical
for the
know-how.
background noises,
If
by the
you've
way.
got a hack, she's got your back.
It's kind of scary how good she is.
She hacks
Hacking the surveillance
reality.
system on Herta Space Station? Not easy. That's how she located the Stellaron.
Let's not forget the Xianzhou. She hacked into the Laofu's systems and guided the Astral Express crew onto the ship.
Hey, you guys know that this is all pretty illegal, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, they are
yeah.
criminals, aren't they?
I guess what we're trying to say is Silverwolf is capable of breaking through any and all
Top tier gamer girl that hacks
That's
the
why
reality.
she's useful to the
Literally.
Stellaron hunters.
I see. Second question. What's with all the gaming paraphernalia?
Oh, I've been meaning to ask that too. A console here, controller buttons there. It's a vibe.
Well, this probably won't
She's a
come
gamer
as a surprise to
girl.
anyone, but she's a gamer. In fact, she sees the universe as a game in itself,
Yep.
and she's playing to win. She actually uses a lot of gamer slang in conversation. Not everyone picks up on it, though.
Got
Yeah,
it.
she does.
So it's fair to say she's kind of a nerd.
Gamer nerd, but
You
yes,
could
she is a
say
nerd.
that. She's also not great at socializing.
Really? Huh. She always struck
Also,
me as
just
pretty
curious,
outgoing.
Albert's a character we've seen
I
before in
guess she
the
does have a lot of friends.
character
Hold up a
miscellaneous
second.
of Honkai Starrail.
She's an outgoing nerd with poor social skills and a lot of friends.
Introvert.
It's
Wait,
quite the combo.
Well,
wait, no,
if
he's
you
not-
struggle to make friends, why not create your own?
Melissa, you're
I
talking
was gonna
about
say
imaginary
introvert, but-
friends, right?
No,
I'm
no,
not
no.
sure that counts.
Oh. Okay, let me explain. I'm talking about the AI modules in her weapons. See these little
she an
guys on her
introvert?
character artwork? That's friend. There's devil. This one over here is white collar. Oh, and this one's servant.
Oh, they're so cute.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're pretty adorable. When Silverwolf talks about her team of professionals, she's talking about these guys.
Hold on a second. Since when did AI become so adorable? Clearly, we're making it real easy for the machines to take over. It's thanks to Silverwolf's hacking skills that she's been able to forge such a fearsome reputation at such a young age. Let's take a look at her strengths.
Well, Silverwolf is a quantum-type character following the path of nihility. She can apply different debuffs to enemies to improve her allies' combat superiority. In particular, her skill can inflict a weakness on enemies. The weakness she inflicts matches a random ally's attack type.
Which is to say that even if nobody on her team has an attack type which matches an enemy's weakness, Silverwolf can create a weakness that will
Yes.
correspond to an ally's existing strength.
Exactly! In addition, every one of Silverwolf's attacks has a chance of inflicting the enemy with a random bug. There are 3 kinds of bugs, which reduce the enemy's attack, defense, and speed, respectively.
Mm.
And outside of combat, Silverwolf can use her technique to attack an enemy and enter battle. Regardless of enemy weakness, she deals damage to all enemies and reduces their toughness.
If Silverwolf breaks an enemy's weakness with her technique, it triggers the quantum weakness break effect, right?
Yes, that's right. What else was I going to mention? Her ultimate. Silverwolf's ultimate has a high chance of reducing the enemy's defense in addition to dealing damage.
I love that animation. It's like something out of a rhythm game, right?
So she's all about
I'm
debuffs
starting to see
and
what you mean
a
by
really
the
good
universe
setup
being a
to
game to her.
for break mechanics.
Mhm.
We've seen
It
that
doesn't stop there
talent
either.
just
Did I
we said at the
mention
beginning
her
of the
ability
talent,
names? There's System Warning,
Oh, yeah.
Allow Changes, Awaiting System Response, Force Quit Program. Oh, you get the picture.
Yeah. Oh, was there one called a 10-set guarantee? Ooh. Or how about single warp miracle?
Single warp miracle.
Sadly, not. Her ultimate's called
User banned.
though.
It's a fun. It's
I
a
know
fun
what that
one.
means. Banned out of existence. Yeah, I guess the scary
Basically.
ultimate needs a scary name.
She's a fun. She seems to be a fun
It's time to
character,
move on to
but
the
not a
CM
character that can be
Jones
targeting.
Mysterious visitor.
sadly.
Locha, the traveling merchant.
Like Sean, on the other hand, God, I love this design. By the way, he has a freaking rapier and a coffin. Like that is just cool.
Straight off the bat, man.
5-star
knows how to
imaginary
dress.
element of the
Elegant
abundance
look,
path.
gentlemanly demeanor, but they say he's hiding a secret.
What sort of
What do you
secret?
think? Good guy or villain?
He seems very suspicious.
Really? How so?
I mean, he's an auto
Imagine some guy
clone,
waltzes
right?
into your hometown dressed like an aristocrat from another planet, but he knows all the local customs. You'd be a
Sus.
little taken aback, right?
Hey, I think you're being a little hard on the guy.
You're an
Some
auto
tourists
clone,
do
bro.
Their research.
Uh-huh. Well, don't you think his healing abilities are a little mysterious? They came in pretty handy during the Stellaron crisis.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm a traveling merchant, I'm gonna want some first.
And
aid
by the way,
skills
yes,
under my
his
belt.
Japanese
It's a
VA is
dangerous
also
career.
Ishida.
Career, huh? Are you sure that's how he makes
So-
a living? We haven't seen him trade a single thing.
Dead.
Well, I feel like this guy already made his fortune. Maybe traveling merchant is just what super rich tourists like to tell people.
Yes, Lotus could be the main
Jeez, you
5-star
guys
to be
have an
targeting
answer
for
everything.
1.1.
Is this the Lacha fan club or something?
Yes,
Yes, let's start one.
Yeah.
yes, I agree.
Well, what about the coven he carries around with him? Nothing out of the ordinary there, right?
Yeah, you got me there.
Yeah, that's suspicious.
I'm not so sure. Everyone needs a conversation starter, right? Especially traveling merchants. Think about it. If you walk past this guy,
This guy
the
does sound a bit
coffin's gonna
familiar,
draw
though.
your
I do
attention,
kinda
right?
wanna see
You'll
what-
probably
I do kinda wanna
ask him
see
about it, and before you
who is
know
the-
it, he
more
sold you a new
this, yeah.
set of shower curtain
Actually, no,
rings.
no, I forgot. I
know
checked him too
something?
early.
Does that kind
It's
of
not
make
correct.
sense?
It's not rules I
Pretty
recognize,
smart.
but he does sound
I
familiar.
see.
And if you find people are in need of a few shower curtain rings, I happen upon the finest collection of authentic Xianzhou bathroomware.
or-
Beautiful stuff. Low prices, too.
Touching the original question here. Is Lacha a good guy or villain?
I don't think we have enough information.
He's based on. He is. His
Alright.
XP is a villain.
Guess all you trailblazers have to make up your own minds. So, why don't we take a look at his abilities?
Ooh, now we're talking. Lacha is an imaginary type character following the path of abundance. For a man with medical knowledge, it's not surprising that he's strong on protection. He can offer healing to and dispel debuffs from his allies.
Yes.
For example, Lacha's skill can restore an ally's HP. When the HP of any ally falls below a certain percentage, Lacha uses his skill on them without consuming any skill points. This effect can be triggered again after a set number of turns.
Yeah.
Emergency.
It feels like
healing, huh?
clutch auto healing,
Or
which
for
is
team
insane.
survival.
Sure is. After unlocking a special trace, using Lacha's skill also dispels a debuff from an ally.
Huh.
Using Lacha's ultimate, Death,
Death
Wish,
Wish.
dispels one buff from and deals imaginary damage to all enemies.
In other words, if you've got an enemy that's always buffing themselves or debuffing
So
your
this
allies,
guy doubles to the debuff over this
Lacha has an
ultimate.
important role to play.
That's kind of
Precisely.
scary.
And here's something else. Every time Lacha uses his skill or ultimate, he grants himself
Cycle
one
of
stack
life.
of Abyss Flower. Now,
Abyss
when
Flower,
the Abyss
sauce,
Flower
sauce,
reaches
sauce.
a certain number of stacks, Lacha deploys a
kidding.
field against the enemy, which lasts for a set number of turns. When the field is active, allies recover a set amount of HP whenever they make an attack.
That's insane.
And that's not all.
That's
After
absolutely
unlocking
ridiculous.
a special
This guy is a
trace,
must-have
attacks
for
against
character if
enemies
you're running a
in the
hunt
field
character.
can restore ally HP.
Cool. It's like a force field of healing.
During exploration, when
Mercy of a
Lochaw
Fool.
uses his technique, Mercy of a Fool, his field will be immediately generated at the
Are you
start
serious?
of the next battle.
Sheesh. Mr. Lacha. Mysterious
Yeah.
origins and
We
extraordinary
have a 5-star
skills.
that's all about breaks and debuffs, and a 5-star that's all about buffs and status healing. And next up is Yukong. That's the ultimate I recognize. If you guys kind of recognize her,
There's somebody else here
yeah.
we gotta get to.
4-star
I'm
imaginary
talking
element
about
harmony
the
path.
Elegant, sky-faring Hellmaster,
And if you guys recognize that ultimate animation, it's
time,
because
too.
you've seen her ultimate in Interstellar
all the way
Journey.
through to the Air
She's one of the
Force,
few in
the
Interstellar
Skyfaring
Journey, by the
Commission is
way.
in charge of all matters relating to flight. Yukong is the head of that commission, so the above falls right under her remit.
Skyfaring Commission, yeah.
Nice. Speaking of flight, it seems like star skiffs are the most emblematic means of transportation on the Xianzhou.
Yeah, they're a common sight in the Xianzhou skies. Yukong can fly them, right?
I'd say she's pretty handy with a star skiff. When she was young, it was Yukong's flying skills that saw her promoted by the general. That's how she joined the Skyfaring Commission. She soon became an ace among the other pilots.
Huh? That's not the story I heard.
All right, you got me. Here's the director's cut. Yukong ran 6 red lights in a row. She was
Bruh.
dragged straight in front of the general and...
I get the picture. Sometimes rebels get noticed.
You're only young once.
Six
Wow.
red lights, huh? Disclaimer, trailblazers, don't try that at home.
Don't test me. I'm kidding.
Well, her rebellious streak might be a thing
For
of the
VAs, I
past,
don't recognize
but
at
she's
all.
still as sharp as ever. Tom, give us the lowdown.
Coming right up. Yukong is an imaginary type character
Emboldening
following the path
Salvo.
of harmony. Her skill, Emboldening Salvo, grants her 2
Salvo.
stacks of roaring bowstrings. When
Okay.
roaring bowstrings is
It's a stack?
active, the attack of all allies increases.
Ooh, fancy.
Yukong loses 1 stack of roaring bowstrings with every allied turn.
Nice.
In other words, Yukong's skill can increase allies' attack for 2 turns.
You got it. During exploration, using Yukong's technique
Oh my
increases
God,
her
he's
movement
fast.
speed for a set time. It also allows her to obtain 2 stacks of roaring bowstrings
Whenever
at
she
the
attacks
start
from
of
the
the next
state?
battle.
Okay.
Ooh, sounds like a good recipe for shaking off
Nice.
enemy pursuers.
Using Yukong's basic
7
attack
layers, 1
triggers her
arrow.
talent 7 layers, 1 arrow, which deals additional damage and increases the toughness reducing damage of the current attack. This effect can be triggered again after a set number of turns.
Ah.
When Yukong unleashes her ultimate,
Kestrel.
Diving Kestrel, she deals imaginary damage to a single target. If Roaring Bowstrings is active, its effect is enhanced, increasing the crit rate and crit damage of all allies. Her days on the front
Oh.
lines may be over, but Yukong's skills didn't go anywhere.
So she's
Maybe
all
one
about
day,
attack buffs.
we'll get to see her take flight once again.
Ooh, here's
Sitting
hoping.
with the harmony path.
Man, we're really spoiled for choice with these characters, huh? Still,
Yep.
let's not forget what else
You
we've
got
got coming
status
up.
dispelling,
In version
attack
1.1,
buffs,
we'll be welcoming
or
2
break
brand
mechanic.
new light cones to the warp. First up, incessant rain.
Silver Wolf's in the
Bubblegum
show
in the
like
rain, huh? That's a mood.
The Silver Wolf energy is strong in this one.
You got that right.
I love
so we
Aura,
don't
by
want
the
to tie to
way.
the room?
So true. She's like, I told you, Kafka. I'm gonna tidy it. As soon as version 1.1 finishes downloading.
That's a mood right there. That's
The
funny.
second light cone is the path of abundances, echoes of the coffin.
I
It
love
looks
that
like
artwork,
a snapshot
man.
of Lacha
Morning.
talking to the coffin?
Wow,
Sus.
looks like some kind of thorny vines are emerging from beneath the lid.
This is Lot Chest in the show like
So many
con.
questions. I get a sense of mystery and elegance, but there's also a kind of tenderness and fragility here. Don't you think?
Well,
I love
one
these
thing's
light
for
cones
sure.
art, by the way.
If people
This is
weren't
really good.
curious about Lacha's coffin yet, they are now.
Just a man in his ornately decorated vine-producing coffin. Nothing to see here, folks.
Whatever
definitely.
you say, Craig. Check this out. During the first phase
Contract
of version
Zero.
1.1
It's gonna
in the
be
character
Don Hung.
warp, Contract
Rest in
Zero,
peace.
Trailblazers
Asta
can
and
obtain the limited
Serval.
5-star character Silver Wolf. During the same phase in the Light Cone event warp, The drop
Until
rate of the
June
5-star
28th.
light cone incessant rain.
This is
will
first
be
half as well, so
boosted.
I am
Now,
blessed.
during the second phase of version 1.1,
Second half is
Character Warp Lake
Lake
Pursuit.
Pursuit.
Trailblazers can obtain the
From-
limited
it's gonna be
5-star
Pella,
character Lawcha
Qingchui,
and
and
4-star
Yukong.
character Yukong.
So
During
this
the
is
same
a plus for
phase,
me.
In the light cone event warp, the
June
drop
28th
rate
to
of the
July
5-star
18th.
light cone Echoes of the Coffin will be boosted. I almost forgot to mention. When version 1.2 rolls around,
Yes.
Trailblazers can take part in an in-game event to obtain the 4-star character Yukong for free.
Nice.
Details for this event will be announced through official channels in the not-too-distant future.
That's very
Nice.
cash
Ooh,
money.
Awesome.
Whew. Let's take a break for a minute here, but when we get back, we'll be talking version 1.1 events.
Second code for the Solar Jades. I love this, by the way. Also, by the way, we're actually gonna get a 4th additional code, because normally these things 53 codes. But we're gonna get a 4th additional one because of the technical issues, so we're gonna be getting compensation of 100 more Stellar Jades. Nice. I'm blessed, actually, because for one, Yukong's on Locha's banner, and two, Locha's second half. I have time to save, and I don't get screwed. Perfect. But I do kind of feel bad for a specific Locha wanter. Because Don Hong's not on that banner. I do kind of feel bad if there are people like that. You know who you are. But yeah, so far so cool. All three of these characters seem really good already. Like you have a character that can debuff and inflict, and also increase chance of break. You have a character that can dispel buffs, dispel debuffs, and heal at the same time constantly. And you have a
Welcome
really
back,
strong
Trailblazers.
buffer.
New
It's a
characters
4-star.
and light cones aside, version 1.1
This
has
is a plus.
lots of events and gameplay updates. And a little bird told me
You are a
there's an
bird.
event connected to Silverwolf on the way.
Hmm.
I heard the same thing. At the start of the story, Kafka and Silverwolf invaded Herta space station. Kafka's
Yes.
mission was to awaken the Trailblazer. Silverwolf's mission was to help Kafka infiltrate the space station systems and locate the hidden Stellaron. But that wasn't enough for Silverwolf.
I can believe that. She's been on the IPC's wanted list for as long as I can remember.
During the invasion, she left behind some kind of digital graffiti. Just her way of letting everyone know Silverwolf was here.
That's a
Way to
calling
rub it in
card.
their faces, Silverwolf. Still, artists need an outlet.
This all sounds like classic Silverwolf energy to me.
Oh, I forgot to tell you guys the name of her homeworld.
Wait, what?
Punk Lord. Kind of fitting, don't you think?
Punk Lord?
You gotta be
Seriously?
kidding me.
No way.
Afraid so. I think she was destined for this kind
Wait,
of
that's a
behavior.
world?
Anyway, in the Star Hunt game
Maybe
event,
looking too
the
deep into this.
Trailblazers receive an invite from the space station's network security engineer,
Star Hunt game.
Leonard. They have to help Leonard locate the digital graffiti hidden across the station and uncover the secrets inside.
Interesting.
Wait, there are secrets hidden inside the graffiti? But if it's all digital... Oh, I bet you need to hack into it or something.
You might be right. We also get to meet a new Genius Society member, one of Madame Herta's collaborators, Skrullum. He'll be helping the Trailblazers too.
Wait, haven't we seen Skrullum before
We
somewhere?
have.
I think we saw a hologram portrait of
Hologram
him in Herta's
plus
office.
light
He's a
cone.
robot, right?
A robot Genius Society member. Interesting.
A follower of the
I bet he's got
erudition.
a few hacker skills up his
Aeon.
sleeve.
News.
If he's helping us out too, I'm sure we'll be fine.
You know what I found out?
There's the
Silverwolf and
light
Skrullum
cone.
actually faced off against each other once. You can see a
I
snapshot
don't know if
of
light
their
cone's
fight
already,
in the We
available
Will
or
Meet
not.
Again light
Or
cone.
this is the brand new light cone. I can't tell.
Okay, Skrullum, looking kind of handsome there. Geez, his portrait really doesn't do him justice.
You know, if you and the light cone need a
And if I do
moment
recognize
here,
this, it's gonna be from the
wrestlers can
beta.
head out.
Because these are light cones, because they're beta light cones still not in the game.
I
I'm
guess
pretty
this
sure.
event will be the second time Skrullum's come up against Silverwolf's mischief then. Old enemies locking horns once again.
Nice.
Guess it does kind of feel like a rematch.
I gotta mention that graffiti again. Anyone else feel like it'd make for a good tattoo? I feel like some of these characters could pull it it off.
I don't think
would you
that
want
feature's
Tap
coming
Tail?
to Star Rail anytime soon.
Oh, what?
But I did hear that the designs are collectible. The Trailblazer can apply them to in-game surfaces and take photos with the artwork.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
Collecting the graffiti designs also allows you to unlock the limited 4-star light cone
Oh,
before
that's
the
the little,
tutorial
like,
mission
okay, so this Grim Light
starts.
Cone already
Complete
existed
the
then.
event
Okay.
mission to obtain Always Smiling, which can be
This is the one you
exchanged in
get.
the event shop for limited light cone special superimposition material, as well as stellar jade.
Hey, that's another good-looking light cone. Not to change the subject or anything, but I gotta ask. Is that Albert merch I'm seeing over there?
Oh my god, this.
Looks so fluffy. I want one.
I didn't even notice that Albert merch.
To mention it, why don't I introduce you to the HypeBC's merchandise department? If you guys had your own merch, they'd be sold out in no time. Or maybe let's just get back to version 1.1 for now.
Calling
In the
out all
story
the
thus
tryhard
far,
gamers.
Belobog has finally emerged from the Stellaron shadow, but there's a lot left to do. The city is going through changes. Any of you guys want to shed some light?
I heard a thing or two. Now that the underworld and overworld are reconnected,
Spoilers.
things are definitely heading in a better direction. One recent development, Belobog's History Museum is getting ready to reopen to the public.
Museum?
Yes.
I love museums. Oh, don't you wish you could take the exhibits home with you, though?
Don't
The
steal.
only problem is exhibits are being stolen.
Oh.
Anything you'd like to tell us, Melissa?
Sus.
Wait a minute. I only just found out they had a museum. How could it have been me?
You're a
I didn't
hacker.
say it was you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Prime suspect. Anyway,
Prime
in the
suspect.
Everwinter
Oh.
City Museum Ledger of Curiosities event, the Trailblazer must help Pela track down clues and recover the lost exhibits.
Oh, wait, can we see my mouse counter?
Well,
Thank
I'm a
you.
good whodunit.
Yeah, sounds great.
Well, that's
I was
not
looking
all.
over the very
The
leftmost
Trailblazer
item.
can
I
take
also
on
give.
managerial responsibilities and help run the place.
You'll see why.
Huh.
That
So
item is
what does that
incredibly
involve exactly?
broken.
I'm glad you asked. The Trailblazer can do things like collect exhibits and enlist other individuals to improve the overall experience for visitors. After achieving specific operational goals, they can accumulate funds
Business
to
day.
expand the museum's exhibits and gradually
Is this
unlock
limited or is
time
this
rewards,
permanent?
such as stellar jade, lost crystals, and self-modeling resin.
Sounds like fun. I'm sure it'll be a piece of cake.
When the limited time event is over, the museum will remain as a mode within the game. Trailblazers can return to the museum at any
Oh,
time
okay,
to
so
check out the collection
The
and
thing
catch
where
up
you
with
can,
colleagues.
so the thing where you
Of
can
course,
like put
if
the
you
artifacts in the
encounter
museum
any
for
issues
gems
during
is
the run
limited,
of the museum, please don't hesitate.
but
to
the
get in
museum
touch
itself
with
will
the
be available
IPC.
permanently after beyond
Wait,
1.2
we
or
have a
beyond
service.
or 1.2 and beyond.
Gotta get ahead of myself.
I like that one. So that
Deep
event
breath,
looks cool.
Albert. Not everything is an IPC sales pitch.
Sell out.
This is what happens if you read commercials for a living.
No worries. Kinda did sound like a useful service. Maybe the IPC should look into it.
IPC file antagonist confirmed, guys.
Sure,
Okay.
our Trailblazers are more interested in the content of the new version. Let's get back on track.
Yeah.
All right. A researcher from the space station found
Stellar
a combat
Fla-
simulation
Whoa.
program of
Stellar
unknown
Flare.
origin called Stellar Flare, which contains a series of new challenge stages.
Huh? More challenges?
Every stage in Stellar Flare has a challenge theme and corresponding
Oh.
special mechanism. Trailblazers will have to think outside the box and use any advantages offered by the mechanisms to complete the stage in as few turns as possible.
Sounds
Your
like
turn
the Forgotten
limited.
Hall to me.
Yeah,
The
it
difference
is.
with Stellar Flare is that the special mechanisms might require completely new ways of thinking about combat. For example, in some stages, using your skill doesn't consume skill points.
Excuse
In
me?
others, damage dealt when breaking an enemy's toughness is increased, but the enemy's toughness will be immediately restored.
Ah, gimmicks.
Huh, sounds pretty cool. But I'm sure Silverwolf will take care of it in one turn.
Cheater.
What if I haven't leveled up enough characters? Is it impossible for me to complete the challenge?
I see you can get
Don't
trial
worry.
characters,
To
guys.
assist
I'm not blind.
Trailblazers in completing the challenge, every Stellar Flare stage has a trial character suited to the theme.
You don't say. I can get behind that.
The Garden of Plenty
Is
event.
anyone
Recently,
ever
the
gonna
cosmos
use
has entered a
Sampa?
turbulent cycle, and the calyxes are unusually
The ley lines
active.
overhost
The
this game.
reality data contained within
This is
them
your
has
best bet
grown
in order to get
exponentially.
materials.
Huh, which means
It means that over a fixed time period, Trailblazers have a set number of daily
7 to 8
attempts
days
to
where you
obtain
can
double
basically
the
get a
rewards from
bunch of
Calyxes.
rewards.
Leveling up, here
If
we
you want to
come.
grind, this is your time.
The next event we're going to talk about is called Lab Assistance in Position. Wen Sherling is a Department of Implement Arts researcher on Herta Space Station, and she's currently preparing research topics
of small
needed
minor
for the
events.
next quarter. However, the Antimatter Legion's invasion has messed up her progress.
I make sure you
As
saw
a
them on
result,
camera.
Wen Sherling has asked the Trailblazer to help
I
her
think the way I'm
collect
gonna do this
monster
is implement
materials
the
for
main
use in her
event,
research topic.
in quotes.
If the Trailblazer collects
Like
and
the big
submits the
events
experimental materials
in
required
story.
on a given day,
I'll try my
they
best.
can
I'll
receive
always focus on story
corresponding
most of the
rewards.
time.
I got a question, Dawn.
Fire away.
These are Space Station and Bellabog events, right? Aren't there any events or missions on the Xianzhou Luofu?
You beat me to it.
Oh,
That's exactly what I was about to bring up.
La, 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 la,
In
la, la.
version 1.1, 3 new companion missions are destined for the Xianzhou Luofu. These missions will involve Bailu, Yanqing, and
Luo
Luocha.
Cha.
As for the specifics, I'm gonna keep that a
These are
secret
credit
for
story quests,
now.
by the way.
We can't go spoiling all the fun, can we?
what? Not even one detail?
Come on, Don. Can you give us a little something? We're on the edge of our seats here.
Yeah, come on, Dawn.
All right. Do you guys remember the girl with the blindfold in the opening trailer?
Jing Liu.
And now, young man, allow me to give you a dignified end.
I was wondering who she was.
Well, all I'll say is that she and the Xianzhou have a complicated past. And her appearance on the Xianzhou leads to a dramatic encounter with Cloud Knight Lieutenant Yin Qing. And that's all you're getting. Sorry! Surprises are worth waiting for.
Oh, I hate waiting.
Oh,
Bruh.
come on.
No, I'm afraid that's all you're
What about
getting.
main story?
However, I do have a little info on some other updates. Interested?
Sure, I guess.
Well, if nobody's that interested, then
Oh,
I
God.
suppose I'll just...
Of course we're interested.
What, are you crazy?
Albert, you're interested, right?
I thought anime this is.
That's better, good boy.
Good boy.
Nicely done, Melissa. The check-in event Gift of Odyssey will
Oh, yeah,
also
this
be
is nice.
arriving in version 1.1. For the
10
length
more
of this
polls.
version, as long as Trailblazers log in for 7 days, they can acquire 10 Starrail special passes.
10 free warps? Nice.
Pog.
Version 1.1 will also see some system updates. When Trailblazers need to obtain leveling materials that only a certain type of enemy can produce, they can instantly teleport to an area where the enemy is present,
Oh,
as well
wow.
as pinpoint the precise location of the enemy on the map with a marker.
Sounds like a real time saver.
Wait until you hear this. Once the enemy in question is defeated, the marker will automatically move to the location of the
Oh, so
next
Genshin
enemy.
had this before.
After all marked enemies on a map have been defeated, Trailblazers can continue to
But it
pinpoint
doesn't
enemies
teleport
on
you
other
directly.
maps. This process can be repeated until all
So this
daily
is
respawn
better.
enemies of a certain type have been defeated.
Oh, that's a lifesaver. I barely found my way to the studio today.
There's also a small combat surprise in store. During combat, trotters that have lost their way may randomly enter battle. As long as the trotter is defeated before it manages to flee, additional leveling materials can be obtained.
Lost
Enemy
Trotter mechanic?
geolocation and additional material opportunities. Devs, I owe you one.
Please.
Last but not least, in order to help Trailblazers stay in touch, version 1.1
Chat feature.
also has a friend
Excellent.
chat function.
So
And now I
you
can
mean,
spam my friends
aside
with
from
emotes
helping
constantly.
friends
Okay,
through support
okay.
assist, we can send them messages too?
You got it. Doesn't matter if they're
Fun
old
quality of life.
companions or new acquaintances.
That's the spirit of trailblazing right there.
Oh, hey, Albert, what's your account? Let me add you.
What?
I need to add you. You can be my personal IPC customer service. What do you think?
I love this so much.
Hello. Hey, don't get any ideas because I nearly made up a service that doesn't exist.
So you don't want to add me? Guess I'll just have to hack you.
Oh, God.
Wait a minute. We can negotiate.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
I'm gonna need those account details too.
Count me in. Sorry to jump on the bandwagon here, Albert, but you're a celebrity anchor for the IPC. Everyone wants to be your friend.
Fine, but I'm switching my account the next chance I get.
Why would you?
Time for today's third redemption code.
So is the only so story we're gonna be getting only consist of companion missions, not main story? I thought Jinmi would be part of the main story. Maybe later on, but I thought she'd be part of the main one, not companion. But this is very exciting to see. This is quite exciting, to say the least. You can say this is very cash. Okay, I'll shut up now. I am very excited for this update. The events looks really cool. Characters looks fun to play. I'm hyped.
Time flies when you're
The
having
question is,
fun.
I gotta figure out how I want to implement
Looks
my
like our
companion
special
mission
program
story.
is come to an end.
Ah, darn.
But as the first guest on the program, you guys got any thoughts, reflections, complaints?
Oh, it's been an honor to be on the show, Albert. I gotta say, we covered a lot of ground. Now I'm even more excited for the updates. Fingers crossed I get Silverwolf.
Yeah, seriously, same.
Greg, how you feeling?
I feel like I've got more questions than I came in with. What new directions will Lacha take the story in? Who's stealing exhibits from the museum?
Think Jing
And what
Liu's
about
in the
those
coffin,
companion
actually?
Missions? Guess we'll have to find out the answers in game.
Yeah.
For real. As for me, well, I'm pleasantly surprised. I'd seen a lot of Yukong up to now, but this was the first time I got to understand her moves and role on the battlefield. She's so cool. I kinda wanna be her. Then again, I guess I kinda am her.
I had to double check that for a second, huh?
Bruh.
That's it for the Honkai Starrail version 1.1 special program. I want to thank all you trailblazers today for tuning in, and hey, we'll see you on the flip side.
See you in the game.
Bye. See you when I see ya.
everyone.
Later, guys.
You didn't think it was over, did you?
What? See you on 6.5? What? What do you mean 6.5? Silverwolf, Realm 1.1, what do you mean 6.5? Whatever. Good stream. Good stream. Fantastic stream to start with, I have to say. I am very excited to see what's gonna be in store, especially regarding the new characters. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and obviously, upcoming content. I gotta start my Starrail Let's Play. I have a lot of recorded. I just gotta edit and upload them. Guys, and I'll catch up on. And yeah, that'll be it for me. ACairconditioner signing out. Have a good one, guys. Stay safe.